Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Bronte Athletic Park in Oakville, Ontario, for the final game week in this League One Men's Premier Division play, as it'll be the visiting Vaughan Azzurri going against the hometown Blue Devils FC. My name is Martin Ohms. I'll be giving you the play-by-play commentary for this match, and what should be a thrilling match between the second place of Vaughan Azzurri going against the eighth place Blue Devils FC, looking to try and see if they can pick up some last few points to go up the league table. Obviously, Vaughan Azzurri was hoping for some more fights to happen here in this match. Obviously, Scorsopi FC taking home the Premier Division Championship with a 2-0 victory over Pro Stars in yesterday's play. And with that result, they have clinched the top of the table. So Vaughan is playing for a little bit of pride here, and it's a little bit crazy to think with just a single loss on the season, that was enough to put them second on the table. They're coming in with a record of 13 wins, single loss, and 7 draws. They'll be coached by Jeff Valchias today. In front of him, the lineup in goal will be Bajman. In front of him will be Andy Picaro, Mathieu Laurent, Raheem Rose, and John Kagramian, Ralph Mohammed, Rashawn Waks, Geronimo Sabatasso, Jacob Begley, Gabriel Boykai, and Matteo Caride round out the starting 11 for Vaughan Azzurri. They'll be going against this Blue Devils FC squad, who's had a little bit of a slow start to the League One Premier Division season, but have picked up the pace in the second half of the season. But today, they're going to be having to utilize a lot of their second team division players here this afternoon, and they're going to be mixed in with their stalwarts up top. They're coached by Duncan Wild. In front of them will be in goal Mike Markach, Pat Periel, Adam Jerkovsky, Matthew Santos, Samir Hamadeh, Brandon Duarte, Chris Salvadori, Kylan Fleming, Parker Gibbons, Daniel Prieto, and Ronaldo Hilton round out the starting 11 for this Blue Devils FC squad with a record of 8 wins, 7 losses, and 6 draws for a total of 30 points in the League One Men's Premier Division Championship. Both these two teams played pretty recently, where in the Cup semifinals, they both reached that part, where Blue Devils FC unfortunately dropped their semifinal match against Simcoe County, 3-0 in that one, while Vaughan Azzurri will face off against Simcoe County in the League One Ontario Cup final with a 2-0 victory over North Toronto. Make sure to go online to league1ontario.com for tickets for the League One Ontario Cup final, where you'll be seeing Vaughan versus Simcoe this upcoming Friday, September 6th at the St. John Automotive Soccer Center. Ready to get action here underway. It's going to be Vaughan Azzurri in the white and red. They'll go in from your left to your right on your screens at home. And in the all blue will be Blue Devils FC, which could possibly be the final match in Blue Devils FC existence, as they'll be merging with Oakville Soccer Club for next season. So we'll have to see if they will keep that Blue Devils FC name, as we are underway in our final game week of this League One Ontario season with some early possession here for Vaughan Azzurri. Your referees for today's match are Niven Rezada, and the assistant referees are Nick Virginis, Najib Al-Mazri, and the fourth official is Rowan Satazada. Early passes going on here for Walks. Definitely one of the players to keep an eye out for on this Vaughan Azzurri squad. 14 goals on the League One Ontario season, 3 in the Cup as well. But it will be a bit of a wind advantage for the Blue Devils, so something to keep in mind of a little bit of a slight wind going against the Vaughan Azzurri side towards this near corner. So you could expect to see the high balls played right in towards that corner, and you could see it trail off a little bit towards that area. But Vaughan will be passing it towards the near side, and they will be able to find Walks. A good sliding challenge coming up from the defender, and they will be able to keep it in play was Salvadori, but Walks will be able to get it right off of the midfielder, and he will retain possession for his team. Good hustle to win that ball right back for Vaughan. Be Rose on the far side. He's going to look to play a through ball up the field towards Caride. And Caride will look to try to keep it in play on the far side, but he will be unable to, as it'll be a throw-in. These two teams faced off earlier in the season on June the 2nd. It'll be one of the few draws for Vaughan this season. It was a 2-all draw in that one where Walks and Caride picked up the 2 goals for Vaughan, and Duarte picked up the 2 goals for the Blue Devils FC. Duarte, of course, leading this Blue Devils FC squad with 5 goals in the season, and as well leads the league in yellow cards with 8. One missing coach here today is Carmine Isako. As well, he's up there on the yellow card table. Always an animated and excited coach, very passionate. So you'll be looking towards Jeff Felchius today to lead out this Missouri squad as they're going to be able to win on the midfield. As they're going to play this on towards this near side for Walks. But again, it's a sliding challenge for Salvadori, and he'll be able to keep that play in front of him. And Walks tries to win that one right back, and he's be able to play it through. And it's going to be offside, though, going against Santos. But it's going to come all the way back first, as it's going to be called for the late challenge from Walks. And it's going to lead to a free kick for Salvadori just around that 50-yard mark. But Santos was able to sneak in behind there. He was offside, but it's going to be played in quickly for Prieto. Prieto will first time that one on the cross, but Vaughan will be able to head that one aside as the defense tries to get it out. It's going to be a Blue Devils throw. It's a sunny day here in Oakville, as that one's going to get thrown in towards that far corner as Walks will have some pressure in behind him. Salvadori will poke that ball away as there'll be a throw right by their corner flag for Vaughan. It's going to be a tough area for Vaughan to get themselves out. It's going to have to look for some creative runs or a long throw. And they do succeed there with the throw, able to get themselves up that line. Okay, throws that one down the line, and it's going to be picked up by Fleming. Fleming is going to put some pressure on the Vaughan players as Boykai gets that one back. What helped them on that throw and down the side, Boykai really took in some 3 or 4 extra steps down that line, got them a little bit more space so they weren't stuck in that corner, and they were able to get that thrown around midfield as this one's going to get played back towards Boykai, who finds Walks on the near side. Walks trying to play that one down the line, unsuccessful, but right away Vaughan's looking towards their star striker to see if they can make something happen. It's going to be offside, though, going against Mohammed as they try to play a little quick 1-2 up the middle of the field, but the player was just a touch ahead of the defense. Fleming tried to go forward for Prieto, who got spun around, just tried to pull the ball back and lost his balance there, and that's going to allow some time in the middle of the field for Sabatasso. Bicaro over towards the far side. Gonna try to chip it forward to see a run coming up through the middle. That's Kagramanyan who was making that run up the field from the midfield. Markach is able to come out and get onto that loose ball. And there's a little bit of the effects of that wind right there. Santos probably wasn't expecting that ball to go as far as it did off the drop kick. As it also feels on this field at the Bronte Athletic Park, when you're going from that right to the left, it feels like it's a bit of a downhill. And where you're on this going from left to right, you feel like you're going on a slight uphill just from the point of view. So it plays a little bit of a mental game as well. Nice one-touch passing finds Boykai. Boykai's going to see those runs coming through the middle. Markach will come out of his goal, and he's able to hustle to get to that ball before Mohammed was able to run onto that one. Good job coming out from the keeper Markach there to shut down that angle. Blue Devils response some good one-touch passing themselves, and they get some space in the middle of the field for Santos as he will switch it towards the far side. Find Hilton. Santos trying to chip that one back forward towards Hilton, but there is the tall defender in the middle of the field. That's Begley, as this ball is going to find its way towards midfield for Caride. Caride's pass can't get through Hamada. As Samar Hamid has that ball, played back towards his defense. Smart play as Perio will reset this play with Hilton up through the midfield. Santos trying to chip that ball forward. And that's going to be the key there if they want to get it through that tall, lanky center back. They know they can't play that ball high in the air. They're going to have to rely on either getting that through ball through and utilize the pace or play it straight to the feet and hope to get around the long frame of the Vaughan defender. No score so far here. As we're just over 7 minutes in our final League One Men's Premier Division game week between Vaughan and Blue Devils. But it's Vaughan pushing right now to try and see if they can break open this game with the opening goal. Some good defending coming in. It's the hustle coming in from Duarte, able to win that ball back, and he wins his team a free kick, and that's going to shut down that attack from Vaughan. There's a little bit of a sneaky run being brought in there. Salvadori was trying to sneak in behind the defense. No one was able to pick up on that run as Perio tried to play towards him, but in that kick hit it straight off the back of Walks, and that allowed Vaughan to have some time. So right idea, just they saw the player come making the run and just forgot to look in front of them to see if there was anyone blocking that. Tchaikovsky's going to hit this one high in the air. Nice control by Prieto. Prieto sees that running, and that's what they're going to be looking for. But Mon saw that through ball happening from far away, and he was already running out of his goal to shut down that through ball before that ball was even played. Fleming trying to get the defender on one. Tries to play a low cross that is blocked by Baquero. It's got some good hustle there from Fleming. Referee says that's clean, and the Blue Devils will continue as there's going to be a shot from range. And Duarte will have this one go over the goal for a goal kick. Has a little bit of discussion here with referee Rizada here with the Vaughan players. Looking for a free kick on that challenge from Boykai. Pressure on the back, and they're going to be forced to play back towards Markach again, who's forced to hit this one up towards midfield. Getting to that ball first was Laurent. Oh, we have Tchaikovsky, the defender, all the way up the field right now. He's making a run himself as he's going to try to play across, and instead he'll just hit it off of Bagley, and he'll go back towards his position as his teammates will now go up to come out and take this throw in. Vaughan on a bit of a win streak right now. Pick on the towards the end of August as they're hoping to try and see if Scarsopi would drop some points, picking up big wins against Alliance Sigma and back-to-back wins against North Toronto. Whereas Blue Devils just one loss in their last 5 games. So again, we've been saying at the beginning of the broadcast, they're on a good pace of form right now with wins against Alliance and a draw against Woodbridge, just a single loss against Alliance. But again, a point here and this match, if they get 1 point here today, they would pass Alliance on the League One Ontario Premier standings. And if they pick up the 3 points, they would pass Burlington as well, who picked up 3 points earlier this afternoon with a 3-2 victory over Hamilton United, will be falling down towards the championship division next season as there's a ball played in through and the Vaughan players settled down as they thought that one was offside and it's gonna go past the far post. It was Parker Gibbons with the chance. The Vaughan players thought that was offside. They were expecting a flag possibly to be raised, and that little bit of hesitation was just enough time for Gibbons to be able to settle that ball and attack it towards the goal, but he just narrowly missed that far post. Again, they have to keep an eye for more of that here from the Blue Devils. Again, always a very tricky team to play against. Although they didn't have as a Blue Devils like season where they're usually on top of the table. You utilize today, this season, a lot of the development squad, as it's going to be an offside for Mohammed. So they have a lot of good upcoming talent for this team for whatever the potential new name, or if they will keep the Blue Devils name for next season. Carroll saw Walks was trying to make a cut in, but Walks didn't get up to speed yet. That ball was played in a little bit too strongly to get to him regardless. So it's going to be an easy pickup here for Markach. Yeah, that's going to be the effect here of the wind. Have to keep an eye on that. If you are going to play those drop kicks, especially going from that right to the left, wind's going to carry it a little bit further. So try to make the runs in. And if not, that ball's likely going to make its way towards the keeper as Greminian's under a little bit of pressure here and gets fouled in from behind by Prieto. And Prieto will, sportsmanship, getting back of the ball here as the play will get restarted with Beccaro. Beccaro will find Rose on the far side. Rose will spin and he's trying to push himself off of the defenders. They're going to play down the line. That player will be onside as he's going to try and drive towards the ball, and the referee will give it. From this point of view, it looked like he got the ball there, but the referee definitely had a closer view than we did. But from our angle, it looked like he poked the ball. Either way, it's going to be a penalty kick upcoming here for Vaughan as the training staff is coming over here to take a look at the injured player who just won the penalty. That's Rauf Mohammed. Right now, Hamad is having a conversation with the referee Raizada here. Share their feelings on that one. And although you guys at home probably have a little bit of benefit of the instant replay, you could probably go look back and give your point of view. But again, referee does have a closer view than we do. The Blue Devils FC bench definitely not enthused at all with that call. As Mohammed a little bit slow to get back onto his feet, but he will be able to get up onto his feet, and we'll have to see here if he will be able to continue as we're ready to resume here at around the 15th minute with the penalty kick for Vaughan. And we'll have to see here. I believe it'll probably be Walks who will be coming over to take this penalty kick. 14 goals on the League One Ontario season. Looking to try and see if he can get that 15th with this take. It's going to be Walks, and he puts it nice and confidently into the corner. Great penalty coming in from Rashawn Walks, and it's going to be in the 15th minute. It's going to be Vaughan Azzurri 1, Blue Devils FC 0.
Number 9, Rashawn Walks. Rashawn Walks in the 16th minute of play.
Walks confidently put that one into the opposite corner. Markach going towards the favored with the right-footed taker. You expect him to go with the ball. Had a good jump on there, but Walks with some good power playing in the corner. And it's one of those where I'm not sure if Markach, if he got the right side, would have been able to keep that one out regardless. Great pen. Vaughan leads as we continue here on the first half in this League One Men's Premier Division play. Just going to see here how the Blue Devils respond. Again, a lot of younger players here on this starting 11 and on the bench for the Blue Devils. And it's a good opportunity for them to make an impression to try and see if they can get themselves up towards playing on the first team next season. So that's what you're going to have to look out for this team, who's going to be able to provide that spark, as they've been playing pretty well here so far in this opening half. And just with that one attack, though, Vaughan was able to make it count. But before that, it was Gibbons actually who had the best opportunity in this opening half. Just narrowly missing the net here on the far post. As Begley will try to settle it down now for Vaughan as he'll find a Rose. Santos almost intercepted that pass from Sabatasso. And this is very smart play here of what you expect from a top team. Don't give the other team any opportunity or possession to build up that momentum after giving up a goal. Settle the play down, try to reset yourself, and continue to play it towards the pace that you would like. But it's going to be a run coming down this left flank from Tchaikovsky. He's going to continue here as there's a stray hand coming in from Kagramanyan. He's down holding his face, but the play will still continue as Tchaikovsky will be able to keep that ball in on towards the corner. Here comes the cross in. Begley will get the first ball. Still battling for it. Mon will come out, though, and punch that ball away as they try to find that second ball. The play, though, continues here as Kagramanyan will be able to clear away that second cross opportunity. But that was what we were talking about here, especially after giving up a goal. The momentum can shift very quickly. And the Blue Devils trying to see if they can create an opportunity as they put an effort towards the goal area of the Vaughan keeper, Mon. That's a good clean slide challenge coming in from Periel. It's going to be carried in by Duarte. He's going to try and drive his way towards the goal, but Laurent is there, and he'll be able to kick it aside as we have the first corner kick up coming here for the Blue Devils. Let's see where the player's position. The entire Vaughan team is inside that penalty area right now. As this one's going to go towards that far post, nicely deflected aside by Mon. A second effort, that low shot will get blocked by Rose. And it'll be a corner kick on the opposite corner instead now. Good corner considering they did have a little bit of that wind going against them again. That wind going towards that Vaughan goal towards the near corner. So with this one, you expect that ball to travel possibly a little bit further. So you might set up an extra player towards that far post. As we'll go towards that far post. First header is won by Vaughan as they try to find that second ball. And it will be controlled by the defense. Laurent does well with some good composure as they try to go quickly the other way. The Boyakai, who try to first time it down the field for Mohammed, and the two players were not on the same page there. And that's going to allow some time for the Blue Devils to be able to shut down that counterattack opportunity. Finds Rose over towards Mohammed. Mohammed gets around the defender. He's still driving his Mohammed. Tries to play the centering pass towards Kagramanyan, but he gets blocked away. There's a little bit of indecisiveness there from Mohammed, though, as once he got around the player, wasn't too sure what to do if he was going to go for a goal for the pass. And that was enough time for the Blue Devils to block that one, as we've been seeing quite a few players take a little bit of a trip up on towards this turf. As that ball continues to bounce its way around that penalty area. Beccaro tries to get that ball through. Can't find a hole. Now it's Gibbons the other way. He's going to try to do a stutter run. But the Vaughan defender was able to stay with him. And he'll see that ball go out for throw. Just over the 20th minute mark here on this League One Men's Premier Division action between Vaughan Missouri and Blue Devils FC. Vaughan leads currently 1-0 in this match with a penalty kick goal in the 15th minute. But the Blue Devils trying to pick up the pace and see if they can get themselves this tying goal. Hilton. He's going to carry this ball up is Hilton. He's going to look to go for it, and Begley will make the block, but a good run coming in from the right back. Saw a little bit of space down that right side. He's going to get a high five there from Santos as he took that space and looked towards that effort onto goal. Third corner here for Santos. Has played a couple good crosses so far. As this one's going to get towards that far post. Rose will be able to get there again. Very tricky placement, as I had a lot of pace on that one. And it's going to hit off of the leg of Fleming last and go for a goal kick. Ball's going to get played in short. Blue Devils are going to give plenty of time here for Laurent to carry this ball up. As they'll be able to find Mohammed. And Mohammed is offside again. Third offside for the striker already. Has to start to get a little bit of awareness of his positioning before making the runs. Okay. Yeah, look to play this one up the field. Finds Carita. Nice backheel pass as he was able to find Baquero, and a little miscommunication there between Carita and Rose as that ball fell right between the two players. As Marquette's clearance, though, gets cleared out of play. And the Blue Devils weren't able to make chance with that miscommunication. Again, just another example. A lot of slips here, players, when they're trying to do the turns here. Not too sure if the turf is just a little bit slippery or what isn't. Just they have both teams really just haven't had that grip onto this turf at Bronte Park. Great. He's got an option on the line, but I can't get it towards him as it's going to get called for a foul. It's Sabatasso on towards the back of Duarte. As Mohammed was lurking towards that near touchline, waiting for that pass to get played in towards him. Sabatasso just couldn't get it towards him. Long ball up, and that's going to be easy all day there for Begley. Saying if you're going to play that long, you got to make sure you get it past that center back defender. As Rose is now on this near side of the field. Him and Walks have switched sides. As Perio gets instructed by the goalkeeper to clear this one away, as it's going to get kicked up high in the air by Salvadori. Good job there from the midfield, able to get to that first ball, but some good hustle from Kagramanyan is able to win it right back for Vaughan. Little 1-2 with Sabatasso by Mohammed. There is Hamad there, and he'll be able to hit this one as far as Begley. Sabatasso again. Little 1-2. Got a little bit of space. Sees Mohammed coming towards the right. He is onside this time. As he'll be able to find Sabatasso again. His shot, though, does get blocked. And Mohammed is offside again. As this will be the player here trying to get himself back onside, but he'll be shut down that opportunity for a free kick. Marquette likely waiting for that wind gust to calm down a little bit as he played that one long towards Santos, who is battling with Laurent. Hamad will be able to pick this ball up in the midfield as Hilton's making a run down the right side, and the Blue Devils see that one instantly and will play towards the fullback who's made the run up. Begley's going to try and see if he can cut him off, as Hilton's going to try and see if he can get around the defender as he sees an additional player. That was Santos running in for some support, but he overruns it. But Hilton does well to win that ball right back. Santos with the cross. Able to get the first header there was Fleming. Couldn't find the second ball, as Prieto, though, will be able to continue it on this left side. Prieto inside for Fleming. Can't control that one for Hamad. He's going to tee that one up with the left foot, but Mon will be able to see that one the entire way through. But a good effort there from the Blue Devils midfielder. Saw the avenue towards the goal, but with no players in the way, Mon was able to see that one coming the entire way through. Good throw from the Vaughan keeper. Gives Boykai some time on the near side. Vaughan players were telling Baquero time there and didn't see that player coming in behind him. And Hamada was able to poke that ball free. And Blue Devils going to come quickly the other way again. As they try to play that pass on the right side. Gibbons, though, couldn't see that run of Hilton as he's got intercepted the other way as Walks is now over on the far side of the field with Mohammed. The wingers have switched sides, so Rose is on this near side and Walks now on the far side for Vaughan. As the Blue Devils will win a thrown around midfield. Taking a look here on the League One Ontario out of town scoreboard. For three of the additional four matches have already been played, with Burlington defeating Hamilton 3-2 earlier this afternoon. So Blue Devils are definitely keeping an eye out for that one, as they now need some points to get back up the table. Scrisoppi took home the championship with a 2-0 victory over Pro Stars, with School Black picking up 2 goals in that one. And North Toronto defeated Alliance 3-0. The final match of the season will be Guelph versus Simcoe. That'll be tomorrow on the holiday at 5:30. So Guelph and Simcoe will finish it off. And make sure this Friday, though, as well, will be the League One Ontario Cup final between this very same Vaughan, Missouri. They'll be going against those Simcoe County Rovers, and the match tickets are on sale now. Make sure to visit league1ontario.com for tickets and more, as that ball continues to bounce its way around, but unable to poke that one home was Caride in tight, as Markach did enough to poke that ball aside for a corner kick. First corner kick here for the Missouri. Two players are in there for the short. And that player will run off, so they'll play this one in towards that goal area. That's going to be a low drive, blocked on the first one by Salvadori, and he will be able to kick this one up the field as Salvadori. A miss hit on that corner kick there for Vaughan. Was hoping for a little bit better on that one, as Boykai is going to have to hustle to keep this one in play, but he's going to have tons of time to be able to settle. Ramanyan in for Karide. Karide falls down from the challenge from behind, and as he's trying to play for that ball, and I was going to say the referee had the wrong arm out initially. So as the player was down on the turf, he interfered with. That was Duarte who was trying to pick up that loose ball. So he was playing for that ball on the ground and tripped up Duarte for the free kick. As space and time for Fleming. Fleming is going to carry this one inside and put that ball towards the middle of the field, but nobody in blue was there. And that's going to be an easy relax here for Sabatasso. Over the hour mark here. You're watching the League One Men's Premier Division game of the week. Vaughan, Missouri leads 1-0 over Blue Devils FC on a penalty kick goal in the 15th minute by Rashawn Walks, as there was a foul right there, as Duarte was putting in a lot of pressure in the midfield, trying to see if he can pressure Keg Ramanyan. And if he got that ball free, as the referee Rezada gives a warning there to Duarte to calm it down. Again, league leader in yellow cards in the League One Ontario season. Here's Boykai. Rose back for Kegraminian, returns it towards Rose. Prieto is going to win that one cleanly, says ref. As Prieto's looking for some options to play that ball in towards, he's able to find Santos. Santos has options on both sides, but he's not able to release the ball to either player. As some good hustle from Kegraminian is able to win that ball right back for Vaughan. And here they come the other way with an overlap run. Mohammed didn't get a good touch on that pass, and Tchaikovsky will be able to get that one free for Prieto. And it's end to end right now. Prieto with a lot of space in front of him. He's going to look to carry this one through. He's got Santos cutting inside as he's going to back heel that one, but not hard enough for Fleming. And it's going to be an easy play there for Laurent to be able to kick this one up the field. Look for a handball there as it looked like Salvador is trying to get back on his feet. That ball struck his arm, but play will still continue as this one goes towards the right side. Plays that ball across the goal area, but nobody home. Second opportunity here for Fleming as he's going to put it right back in, but that's a comfortable catch there for Mon as he didn't have any pressure on him to make that catch. Smart choice here from the goalkeeper. Saw a lot of pressure coming in, momentum. Slow the play down, let players get back into position and try to slow the pace down, Will Vaughan. Other than that penalty kick, been a fairly even game. You could say Blue Devils have been a bit more threatening on the attacking front. Salvador looking for options. We'll play down the line. Goes under the foot of Fleming, but almost worked to his advantage. But Boyakai did well to push off the young player, and he'll be able to utilize his goalkeeper to shut down that pressure. Of course, Vaughan missing players themselves today, missing players such as Campoli and Robinson. Campoli with 9 goals on this League One Ontario season. As Beccaro is going to play this one down the line for Kegraminian. First time, tries to play that pass off, finds Mohammed. Mohammed's going to do a good job settling the ball, has a couple players behind him. Going to see if he can find someone to release the ball towards, and he finds one. Kegraminian who plays it towards that far post as that ball's going to continue to bounce its way around, and finally Tchaikovsky will be able to find that one as he'll be able to head that one aside, and Ahmad is going to come quickly the other way now for Blue Devils. 4 players back for Vaughan as there's an overlap run getting played in there by Santos. Santos gets it cut inside. He's going to play a low drive. Gets that one at least on towards goal. And Mon is comfortable right there and will be able to play this one on his feet. And he'll pass the one off to Laurent as they're going to look to settle. Mohammed back towards Beccaro. Good touch towards Mohammed. Avoids that sliding challenge as they return it towards Rose. Rose with some good piece of footwork, but a diving play there from Hamad is able to shut down the attacker. Lots of space through that midfield. It is Vaughan, though. Some good, quick one-touch passing as he gets towards the far side, towards Walks. Instantly, though, 2 Blue Devils players get towards that winger as they try to clear it away, but they clear it right back towards Vaughan as there's a shot there. It takes a deflection, and Salvadori kicks it right back towards Vaughan's midfield. Blue Devils unable to clear right now. Boykai, good fake. Gets himself a little bit more space as he drives, but he's going to go for it. And that one didn't miss by too much as he looks to try to go over towards that top corner. Good effort there from the right back as he did a good fake to get the defender to jump, utilize that space, and got some good power on that one. Just needed a little bit more on the accuracy. Good control in the midfield by Rose as Prieto looks to play a little 1-2 with Santos, but it got intercepted once again. And that's kind of been the difference right now. We haven't seen a lot of involvement so far in this first half coming in from players like Duarte or Hamad. Haven't been able to utilize them in towards the midfield. Have been forced to go straight from the defensive positions straight up towards the attackers. As you see a good run coming down the side and walks, didn't miss by much with the left foot. Him and Rose switch back towards their starting lineup positions, and right away, Walks, who was effective in those first 10 minutes when he was here on this right side, got another opportunity, and he wasn't as effective on that left side. So put him back towards their starting positions, see if they can continue that offensive output that they were gaining in those opening 10 or 15 minutes or so. Walks trying to push his way through, gets into towards the back of Salvador. Gonna give him team up a free kick. For some options for playing that ball up, and they don't get the options. Look to try to play towards Santos, and Santos will be able to get to this ball as he's found himself a little bit of space in the midfield as he's going to switch it towards the far side, and he finds Hilton. Good first half from Hilton, not afraid to carry that ball. Hits on the back heel pass. As soon as that first ball got interrupted, the Blue Devils players started to retreat. And as soon as Hilton won it right back, when he went for the back heel, there was no one there in sight. As there is Walks once again. Nice little 1-2, and he avoids that sliding challenge. Does Walks. He continues to drive his way through. Markac with a brilliant first save, looking to try to find a second opportunity. Mohammed can't have that ball settle. And great goalkeeping coming in there from Markac, able to shut down. And he shuts down one of the top goal scorers in the league in Walks, who made a great run dancing his way through the Blue Devils defense. And now Blue Devils going to try to go quickly the other way here with Fleming. Fleming trying to cut inside. But there is Beccaro, and he'll be able to get to that ball first as he'll cook it aside and allow his teammates to get back into position. Quick throw in, though. Salvadori. Time for Duarte. Returns it Salvadori, and now to Prieto. Prieto for Fleming. Santos was checking in through the middle, and the player recognized that. And that's just been what's missing once they try to find that pass in the final third. They got themselves towards a good position, just couldn't find that run through to see if they can get themselves closer towards that Vaughan goal. But again, if you're Blue Devils right now, you're feeling okay with that first half. Again, it is a penalty kick goal in the 15 minutes from Walks, and definitely was one that could be discussed here on if it was a penalty or not. But it's Boykai now down the right side, and that pass should have been blocked by the defender Boykai with a lot of space. Expected a little bit better from him as this one's going to get played in. Santos will be on side as he was on his own half before he played that run. He'll be able to get to that ball. Is Santos. Has one player coming in through the middle. We'll try to play it towards him, but Begley is there. And Begley will be able to clear that one aside and out for a throw-in. Good run there from Santos right, though. Make sure he timed that run perfectly to make sure he stayed on side. As it's going to be thrown in right towards Prieto. Lots of space for the midfielder. But right now he's pointing out here, we're looking for some movement from his players. Good turn from Santos, and Salvador is going to run up the field, take the place in the left side. Cross there, blocked by Boykai for another throw. And as we get closer towards that 45, probably imagine there'll be a minute or two of injury time where Mohammed, once he won that penalty kick, was down for just a minute or two. That's probably going to be the only stoppage so far. But otherwise, it has been a very clean game, you could say, between the two teams. I see a good battle down the left side. Mohammed trying to push his way right through. And Markach will be able to find the loose ball as the defenders irritated the run just enough for the Blue Devils keeper to come out of his goal and collect. Wide open. This game is just end to end. The midfield is just a little bit non-existent on both sides as there's a good effort from Prieto going for the curl. And it goes right in between the football crossbar and the soccer crossbar as it goes out for a goal kick. But right now you can just see that midfield is completely spread out. The attackers on both sides up the field and just a ton of space through the middle to work it towards. As you see this pass for Walks, who has that space. Especially if it feels like it's when you get to September, you played a lot of games throughout the season, and you know both teams. Okay, might change a spot or two on the table, but there's no real extravagant changes here. So you're playing this game really just to keep fresh for Vaughan. Of course, you're playing again on Friday. Blue Devils trying to finish off on a strong note. So it could be a little bit of the mental capacity as well, and knowing okay, not feeling as 100% intensity as they normally would expect in a match like this. Good switch, finds Mohammed. Habit has a run coming behind him. He's going to continue to carry this one through the middle as they try to play that pass towards him, but it goes in behind the Vaughan attacker. And a lot of time there for Salvador. Busy half for Salvador and Hilton, but they've done the work what's needed when they've had it. And again, just it's been every time you see a sharp turn from either team, as you saw both players there take a tumble. At this point, I gotta think it's just turf is just slippery. There's just not settled enough for players to make those quick turns. As we've been seeing a lot of those, as there's gonna be a foul there on the far side, as Gibbons wins his team a free kick. I like what Prieto's doing right now. He's trying to just squat himself down a little bit on this far post, trying to see if he can be unsighted by the Vaughan defense. But that one was played straight towards Begley. And not a good set piece there. And Prieto wanted that ball to be switched in towards him as he was left wide open on that far side. Sabatasso working with Rose. Back for Begley. Begley. Sabatasso. For Beccaro. Beccaro sees that run down the right side, and Boykai is offside. And Boyka arguing his fact there with the assistant referee, saying he timed his run, saying he was in line with Salvadori there when he was making that run. But his complaints go down to deaf issues. As
1 minute of additional time. 1 minute of additional time as a bare minimum.
As Hilton does a great job somehow splitting between the two midfielders. He's going to continue his run down the right side, but that touch will roll off his foot. But again, some good runs coming in from Hilton this first half. Not afraid to carry that ball up the field, and it showed some good pace and ball control to be able to carry that ball up, as we have the indication from the fourth official on just the single minute of additional time. So that injury only added 1 minute. It's probably enough time for one attack here for Vaughan. As I'm not too sure if that ball was played in by Walks, if those players would have been onside or not. Here comes that throw in down the line for Santos. Laurent will be able to settle that one as Boykai is able to find walks. As there goes the halftime whistle on this League One Men's Premier game of the week. It is a penalty kick goal that separates the two teams as we head towards the break. It is Vaughan 1, Blue Devils FC 0. Gotta have a little bit of a break, folks. Don't go anywhere. Second half action coming up next. And welcome back to Bronte Athletic Park in Oakville, Ontario for second half action in our League One's men's premier game of the week between Vaughan and Blue Devils FC. It was a 15th minute penalty kick goal by Rashawn Walks on Vaughan, which separates the two teams as they try to get it between both sides. As he gets settled in here with the team in white and red, which is Vaughan going from your right to your left, and Blue Devils FC going from your left to your right. As it's a little bit of that wind advantage now in favor of Vaughan, as that wind is going towards the near corner of the Blue Devils FC goal this half. As both teams look to try to finish off their League One Ontario season on a right foot, as there's just one halftime substitution, as Cole Zanell was substituted in for Blue Devils FC. He replaced Kylan Fleming, and that was the only change for both teams as they look to try to continue on here with what was pretty even, I would say, first half, as both teams had their chances and opportunities. As they're trying to see here with an early chance from Hilton playing this into a dangerous area, and Santos will first time that one. It's going to be saved by Mon.
Zano coming out of match number 16. Kalen Fleming. Fleming out for Zano. Substitution at the half.
But it's a good first-time effort, and probably one of those opportunities there for Blue Devils. If they probably told Santos he had a little bit of time there, I think he could have probably settled that one, taken the touch towards goal. But of course, knowing that in normal circumstances, wouldn't have that much time normally given by the Vaughan defense. Good header there from Zanella. Is going to get a run down this left flank. Some early pressure coming in from the Blue Devils. There's a shot there blocked by the defender Laurent. Will go out for an early corner kick, but Prieto, their under 20 player, one of the few young players that they were called up here for this match, had a good run coming down that left flank for that opportunity onto goal. Again, these two teams, when they did last play back in June, it was Duarte picking up 2 goals in that one to force it to a 2-2 draw, with Walks and Caride picking up the goals for the Azeri. Duarte didn't really see too much of him in that first half. Going to have to try and get a little bit more involved here in this second half, as this one's going to be headed away as Mohammed falls down on the turf and gets a huge groan there from the Blue Devils FC bench. Learned from them, feeling that was a clean challenge right there. And of course, probably still feeling the effects of Mohammed going down in that penalty area, which led towards that penalty kick being called and scored. As this one's going to be chipped in, player is going to be onside is Mohammed. He's going to hustle to try to get back his parallel, but Markach does well. Gets the right knee down to make that block. Got the arms out to try to look as big as possible as Mohammed tried to look to go 5-hole on the Blue Devils keeper, and he did well to get that knee down quickly to make the save. It was one of those opportunities where Mohammed got a lot of offsides in that first half, trying to make those potential runs. This time, though, probably got a talking to at halftime from the coaching staff, and he found the awareness to get a good run on the timing. That ball's going to continue to bounce its way around that penalty area, and it's going to be picked up by Zanell. He's going to carry this ball forward. Has 2 options towards his left. Looking for some help on his right, as he saw the 2 players, thought they were continuing their run, but they both held back their runs to try to see if they can help give some options. And he kicked that one straight towards Laurent, who had some time to settle. Player came up. He's down a little bit slow to get up. There was Prieto. Looks like he's going to try to walk that one off. And looks to be okay is the Blue Devils FC player. As play continues on here with Vaughan in possession, they'll hit it straight towards Prieto, who's going to first time this pass down the line for Santos. Santos will be able to pick this one off as he's going to try to shake himself free of the 2 defenders as he'll leave it back for Prieto. Returns it to Santos, but his cross, it's tough to get that high ball over the head of Begley. And Begley did well to clear that one aside. It's going to be a free kick as the player was Kagramanyan got knocked down for a free kick as Becerra will reset. He'll be able to find Rose. Rose once again towards Sabatasso. Becerra will return to Rose. Back for Sabatasso. He's trying to push his way through the midfield, but that long touch goes straight towards the foot of Perio. And he's going to look to try to lead an attack. The other way is Prieto. He's going to play that one towards the left side. Onside is the player on the far side. That's Santos. As he'll play across in, and Hamad was in tight. He got a touch onto that one and just went slightly over the boot. And he couldn't get enough on the foot to direct that one towards the goal, Al-Bajman. But a good opportunity there. And Santos doing a good job playing an excellent ball towards his two oncoming attackers. And Blue Devils do have something to play for here in this match. They pick up 3 points here today. They will pass Alliance and Burlington, move themselves up to 6th place on the table. Just a draw here as well, moves them up into 7th, and will get them ahead of Alliance, who they're currently tied with. And I might have to look in through towards the tiebreakers, how they figure it out, if it really does have a meaning, but yeah, the tiebreakers on it'll be a goal differential, wins. It's probably usually wins, then goes towards the goal differential, where it would be the similar records between both sides. And why Simcoe, I think, would still be ahead, despite them, even if they pick up 3 points today. Blue Devils would be behind them on the table with a better goal differential and a 1-1 tie in head-to-head with the same record. Walks trying to do some good footwork on the far side. And again, we were saying in that first half, something different with this turf field at the Bronte Park. His players are having a lot of troubles getting those deep cuts on the field. As a little bit of pressure there, and Mon not able to get a good clearance. Begley will be there to be able to settle it down enough to utilize his goalkeeper once again. Try to get a better clearance here from the Vaughan keeper. Sabatasso. So he's got to run down the left side and Rose, and he's going to try to play it towards him. That ball was played a little bit too far ahead, though. An easy catch there from Markach, whose throw is kept in by Hilton. He had to hustle to keep that one in play. As Blue Devils are trying to claim a handball and towards Sabatasso. Play still continued here with Hamad. Going to look to switch it towards the far side, and he finds Santos, who controls that one, but he'll be offside on the far side. And Vaughan will try to take this one quickly as Walks has a lot of space in front of him. And he gets his way around. The defender does. Walks try to cut this one inside. He has a couple players in tight towards Becerra. Becerra, though, gets it poked away, though. As in tight there was Tchaikovsky able to poke that ball away. And here comes Blue Devils now quickly the other way. It's Prieto. He's going to play down towards the left side. Finds a Santos. Santos going to cut back inside. Going with the right-footed effort. And Mon will be able to see that one the entire way through. But a good, quick counterattack there coming in from Blue Devils and Santos. Again, with the low-footed effort towards that Vaughan keeper who saw that one the entire way through. Where's the left side here for Santos? Once again, he's going to cross this one through. Good ball controlled in by Gibbons. Gibbons had a great chance in the first half. Finds Hilton. Hilton plays it back towards the middle. Still battling forward. Gibbons, though, gets knocked off the ball by Sabatasso. And it's just one of those efforts where you see the goal, but you don't want to take it as your word for that player coming over to block it. Or feeling struggle to beat that keeper is going to be onside for Mohammed. Markach will come out of his goal and clear that inside. A good opportunity, though, as they wanted Hilton to pull the trigger on this near side of the field. That's what we've been seeing as well with both teams. You get a chance one away. A lot of players go up on the attack, leaves you a bit more exposed on the back, and both teams have really utilized the counter-attack game. And here's Prieto. Finds Santos. It's going to be a 4-on-3 attack. Can they switch the ball over? Okay, they got a couple extra players. It's a 2-on-1 scenario here. Got to go quickly, though. And they will get an effort, and Mon will make the save, jumping towards his left. A good foot effort there from Parker Gibbons, getting this one onto goal as he went for the near post. As the Vaughan keeper, though, is equal to the task as he'll deflect that one aside for a corner kick. But it was a 4-on-3 opportunity there for Blue Devils as they got themselves quickly to go the other way. And good, smart play from Gibbons, at least getting the effort onto goal because the longer they waited, more time for the Vaughan players to hustle to get back into position. Blue Devils bench getting energized with that one, though. Gives them a little bit of spark as it gets put in for this in swing, but it goes straight towards the player covering the near post. We'll be able to head that one aside as here comes a substitution for Blue Devils. And it's going to be the man who just had that opportunity just a moment ago. It is Parker Gibbons. He'll be checking out. And Nico Eskett will be coming in for the Blue Devils. So another change on the midfield. So Eskett is in for Gibbons.
Substitution in the 57th minute. Coming into the match, number 18, Nico Eskett. Coming out of the match, number 17, Parker Gibbons. Gibbons out for Eskett in the 57th minute of play.
And here comes Vaughan going right quickly off the throw, and they will be able to get to this ball towards the far side. It's Walks. It's going to battle against Salvador. He cuts it towards the middle, and good job there from Perio. Got a little bit of a bump there on that one, but he's able to poke that one away from the Vaughan attacker who was coming in with speed. Ahmad got some pressure in behind him. Mohammed trying to get that ball free, put the hand on the shoulder though, and when that's enough for the referee to call that one dead and leave it for a free kick around midfield, as now it's going to be a Vaughan substitution.
Vaughan Azzurri substitution in the 58th minute of play. Coming out of the match, number 7, Rauf Mohammed. Coming into the match, number 22, Nathan Baker. Baker in for Mohammed in the 57th minute of play.
So it's going to be a change here with Baker coming in for Mohammed. That's going to be a little bit of a tactical switch as Baker is more of a midfielder. So it looks like they're going to move Karide towards the striker position now is the Azzurri. And that will move Baker towards that right side of the pitch. So Baker in for Mohammed. Coach staff was probably looking for a little bit of pace or a little bit something different for the Vaughan attacker. Didn't see enough. All right, look towards Karide, who has been proving himself to pick up some goals this season. Of course, last time they played with the goal in the 55th minute to give them the tie between the two teams as the Blue Devils were winning in their last meetup in Vaughan. Eskett trying to make his first opportunity. And he can't find his man as Walks down the left side again. Him and Rose have switched sides as he tries to drive towards goal. Gets brought down by Perio. And it's going to lead towards a free kick just on the edge of the penalty area as Walks is a little bit slow to get up after that one. And he looks to be holding his left shin, but he's probably going to be okay. Is the Vaughan attacker as we get set up for the free kick opportunity. As right now, Rose asking the referee here, felt like that should have been a yellow card. That's the discussion right now. As they're ready to resume with the free kick with Beccaro. Players are trying to crowd around that goal area. 3 or 4 players towards that far post. Probably going to make an in-step run to see if they can just get a deflection. Always an interesting angle, this one. Beccaro. Too much power on that one. Missed opportunity there for the Azzurri as they fire that one way over the goal. And if you're going to be putting that much power from that range, you got to be putting it hard and low and hoping one of your players can deflect. And hustle from Hilton, but Savatasso picks it up, gets it towards the left side for Baccaro. Baccaro inside! Can't find, walks as it gets picked away by Tchaikovsky. Rose. Vaughan with some good passage of attacking right now in the last few minutes as they'll hit it off of Eskit last. 4 throw-in right by the corner flag. As you get close towards just over the hour mark here in this League One Ontario Men's Premier game of the week. It is Vaughan Missouri leading 1-0 over Blue Devils FC on a 15th minute penalty kick goal scored by Rashawn Walks. As you see some good footwork coming in from Rose. Rose puts it across, but Markic does well to get low and be able to make the catch. But most importantly, especially from that range, no rebound. So make sure to have the control, get the strong hands, and be able to get this ball out quickly to go up the other way. But that ball found its way through an wide open area. There was about 3 Blue Devils players in sight, but somehow that through ball went for neither of those 3 and went straight back towards Vaughan possession. Hilton thought he had the man coming the other direction as he turned himself straight towards Walks as he drives his way through and he gets it onto goal. And just it was a very smart play there from Walks. He heard the man on, the player's getting, okay, well, Hilton knows, okay, he's got a player and is expecting the player to be on his left shoulder. So expecting the player to be in front of him, but didn't realize that the player was coming in from behind him. So as soon as he turned around, he turned himself straight in towards that oncoming pressure. And Walks was able to pick up that ball and get himself a free rein onto goal and no chance really for Markic in goal as Walks confidently places that one towards the bottom corner, and that'll be his 16th goal of the League One Ontario season, 19th overall, as he looks double the Vaughan Missouri lead now to 2-0 over Blue Devils FC. And just an unlucky play because Hilton just hears that communication and it's just that expectation of where that player is. So sometimes it's just that little bit of additional detail needed in the communication to know, okay, man on, but from where? You got to say man on behind maybe in that next opportunity. Ahmad does well. Win that ball away, and he's going to play this one up the line for Prieto. Lots of space for the attacker. Prieto plays across and goes in behind Eskit, though, as Zeno tries to win that ball back, and he's going to get some help there from Duarte, who wins it back. Returns it to Zeno. He's going to chip this one forward for Santos. The flag stays down as his cross gets blocked by Begley. And I'll go for a... I'm not sure if it was a throw-in or it looks like it's a throw-in on the far side. They'll try to play a little 1-2, but Santos was in an offside position. And it's going to go for a free kick on the far side of the field. Just a reminder, this Vaughan Missouri team is back in action this upcoming Friday for the League One Ontario Cup final. Both of them have made it all the way through, and they'll be battling against Simcoe on this Friday. So make sure to visit leagueoneontario.com for tickets for that match. Vaughan Missouri can give credit. If they pick up that one, they do get themselves a trophy at the end of the season. Of course, finishing second on the League Ontario standings with 13 wins and just a single loss, but the 7 draws is really what did them in here this year. Needed some more points. As Scrosoppi only had the single loss themselves. Vaughan with their only loss against Sigma of all teams, a 2-1 defeat there. As when they played Scrosoppi, it was 2 consecutive draws, a 0-0 and a 2-all draw against them. Those couple extra draws was enough of the points difference needed for Scrosoppi to take home the title. As it looks like they're going to be ready to make a double change. Is the Missouri as you get close to the 65th minute mark. Rose. A couple players were making a cut runs, but looked like they're behind and would have been offside. So smart play not to play that one through. That was a good ball and touch there from Boykai as he put it back towards the middle of the field, but it gets cleared away as far as Zeno. We'll play that one off towards Santos on the far side. Santos will chip it forward towards Zeno, tries to turn with it, but he falls down, colliding with Begley, and it'll be a free kick here for the Blue Devils. As it looks like they will allow the change here for both teams now, as there's a single Blue Devils player as well looking to check into the game.
Blue Devils substitution in the 66th minute of play.
So checking out will be Chris
Into
Salvadori.
the match, number 9, Will Tubaro. Coming out of the match, number 11, Chris Salvadori.
So it'll be Will Tabarro coming in and Chris Salvadori coming out.
Substitutions in the 66th minute of play. Coming into the match, number 14, Faris Ibrahim, and number 3, Sean Shavritstein.
As here comes that cross, and they get the header. And that was Eskett there with the opportunity.
Number 5,
As Eskett did well to get on that one. Just need a little bit more power to beat Mon on that free kick opportunity. As just a single change was made here as Vaughan is looking to make a double change, but Walks has another chance, and he does do it again. Picks up his third goal of the match. Does the Vaughan striker, as he did well to get that through ball into the way. Tubaro, the player just coming off the bench, his first defensive chance there was to deal with the potent striker for Vaughan. Couldn't get in front of him, and Walks again confidently placed it towards that bottom corner and extends that lead to 3-0. Walks now with 17 goals on the season, as Santos having an argument here with the referee. I'm not too sure what the argument was for, but about to figure it out. I'm trying to see if we can figure out here what sense this argument with the referee on, but again, Vaughan will, after celebrating from the bench, makes their 2 substitution as Sean Shavarstein comes into the game, as well as Faris Ibrahim. They have both come into the game. I'll let you know who they have taken over here in just a few moments as they're ready to zoom play. And again, it's been fairly, you could still say, fairly even game, but it's just when they get the opportunities to get their chances onto goal, Rashawn Walks has made full usage of his opportunities, and he's made them count, as it's been the difference here in this match, which gave them the 3 goals here. As Blue Devils and Santos trying to see if they can get one onto the tally. I feel like this type of game, they've deserved themselves a good one here, I would think. Flag stays down on the far side for Zeno, and he wins his team a throw-in on the far side of the field. He's going to take it quickly. Finds Eskett. Eskett's going to switch it towards the near side for Prieto. Prieto trying to drive his way through Ibrahim. Plays that pass towards Eskett, but it was played in behind him. But some good job there from Ahmad, is able to win that ball right back. Ahmad saw that play through the middle, and he got intercepted. As Kegramanyan did well to win it, as one of the players taken off there was Rose, as Duarte will get called for the foul. And looks like Santos is going to get a talking to here from the referee, still having a word with him, not happy with the foul call. As play will get resumed here with the short free kick. Santos not happy, feeling the Vaughan players are falling down too easily, is the conversation, as Mon puts a little bit of a dangerous ball there down the line. Fortunately, got his way through a couple players as this ball gets towards Prieto. So one of the players substituted off for Vaughan was Raheem Rose. As Prieto is going to lose to Barrow under a little bit of pressure there from Walks. Keeps the hands up. Walks will get called for the foul. As the other player coming off was Sabatasso. So Rose and Sabatasso were the players coming off here for Schwartzstein and Ibrahim. As it looks like they're going to be getting ready for two more changes, is Vaughan at the 70th minute mark. But it is 3-0 here on this League One men's premier game of the week. Could be the last game for the Blue Devils FC monogram. We'll see here as they join forces with Oakville if they will keep their name for next season. I really hope so. They have a really good branding and hope they will definitely choose to keep that one. As it's going to be a foul on the far side. As argument that they got the ball there, and a final warning there for Duarte. Felt like he got the ball there, and it did look like it from this angle. And there goes a yellow card, and it will go towards Matt Santos, the first yellow card for this match. Again, he hasn't been too impressed with referee Rizada's calls here this afternoon. Has been voicing his displeasure, and it was the final call there, which led towards Santos getting the yellow card now. As it looks like getting ready to make these substitutions, it looks like Vaughan before we continue with this free kick.
Blue Devils yellow card in the 71st minute of play to number 7, Matt Santos. Matt Santos, number 7, with the yellow card in the 71st minute of play.
Duarte still having a conversation with referee Rizada about that call, feeling, showcasing that the player was already falling down before he even got to the play, it looked like. As here comes the changes. It'll be Andrea Cimini coming into the game. He's going to replace number 2, Andy Beccaro. And Caride will be checking out of the game as Jelani Brathwaite looks to be possibly one of the new attackers. So Brathwaite and Cimini are in, and checking out are going to be Caride and Beccaro. So a lot of players moving pieces around here. So it looks like Baker has moved into an attacking role with Walks now. As they're ready to resume play with a through ball down the line, which Ibrahim, fresh legs, is going to try and chase. But a good job there from Tubaro to shield that one, to get that one all the way out for throw-in. As Chimini in 4 walks, controlled by Ibrahim. Gets it towards Kagreminian. Good hustle coming in through from Prieta, trying to get that ball free. Unable to. Is going to play down the far side. Flag does stay down, though. And it's going to allow a 3-on-2 attack the other way here for Vaughan. But not a lot of space as they put it back towards the middle. Kagramian 4 walks, and he puts it in towards the bottom corner. Another impressive finish, and again, it's just not the power; it's the accuracy. Recognizes, okay, he gets himself into a nice position. Just place it in towards the bottom corner, out of the goalkeeper's reach. Just very difficult to keep that one out, and that calm finish from Walks adds to his tally. And with his 4th goal of the game, he's now up to 18 on the league season and 21st overall. Definitely among the league leaders in goals is Walks. And he's proven to be the difference here. I feel like with how this game has gone, it could have been a very different game here if it wasn't for the classic finishing from Walks. As a result, to resume play here with
number 2, Andy Beccaro.
The Blue Devils, they played strong enough. I want to see them at least try to get one here. Don't give it up, as they could get a chance here, and they do finish it, but the flag does come up.
21.
They play a great 1-2 right off the kickoff as they get it towards Nico Esket. And unfortunately for the Blue Devils FC substitute, was offside, so the goal will get called back. Good block there from the attackers as it goes straight towards Santos, who tries a shot. As he gets some yells there from handball as Duarte tries a shot, but that one gets blocked as well. And Santos has got to be careful. Already on a yellow card. Got to make sure he keeps the voice down a little bit here. Last thing he wants to do is pick up a red card and start his new season next year not able to play. Then he walks. Good ball from walks down the line for Ibrahim. Ibrahim gets it through Tavaro, plays it through and towards a dangerous area as Prieta tries to clear it away and gets some help there from Eskett to clear it as far as Boykai. Baker. Probably his first touch here since coming on. Plays it towards the far side, returns it to Boykai. Boykai with the shot as that one goes right across the goal area, but no one's there in white. As they try to play a goal kick quickly, and it looks like a goalie change upcoming here for Vaughan. Maybe trying to get themselves a little bit of opportunity as Mark Theophanis, the goalkeeper, will come into the game and he will replace Bajman. As well, Gabriel Boykai will check out of the game.
Vaughan substitutions in the 76th.
And a change here for Boodles as Daniel Prieto comes out and Jackson Jones comes into the game.
Coming into the match, number 12, Mark Theophanis.
As here comes the play here as they get chipped in forward as we look to try to figure out who the Sexton player. As we continue here with Begley. Plays it in towards Schwarzstein. Schwarzstein can't find his man as his ball goes towards the midfield for Santos. He felt like there was a little bit of a foul there, but there's a good foot there from the newly introduced player. That is Mikhail Lysenko. So Lysenko came in for Boyakai, and he is able to win that ball as it's going to get played towards the left side for Kegremanyan. Returns it towards Ibrahim.
Number 20, Daniel Prieto.
Cimini.
76-minute play.
Finds Ibrahim. Ibrahim cuts this towards inside, gets poked away, but it returns right towards Ibrahim, and he can't get through Periel. As Brathwaite tries to continue on that far side. Brathwaite, good foot there from the defender. Gets some extra help here from Duarte, and Duarte will be able to win this one back from the Blue Devils. Gets a little bit of a bump from behind, and the referee will call it, and it will be a free kick. Again, the Cards have mainly stayed in the pocket. It's been a fairly clean match between the two teams. It's just a single one for Descent coming towards Blue Devils Santos. But otherwise, been a fairly easy game that probably the referee has not really needed to take the Cards out of the pocket. As here comes a high looping ball, calling for it. It is Theophanis. He's out of that goal area, so Santos will battle for it. And the goalkeeper will do enough there to prevent Santos from getting towards the goal as Vaughan tries to go the other way. As there will be a little bit of a late challenge there. As the Vaughan bench screaming for a yellow card towards Duarte, having a word there with Baker, who got knocked down. As the Vaughan bench screaming that the referees had discussion with the Duarte already. Felt like he should have got a yellow for that foul, but play will still resume as this through ball will go all the way through towards Ibrahim. Schwarzstein. Good defense from Tubaro, but he passes it straight towards a Vaughan player, and Cimini returns it right towards the Blue Devils. Tchaikovsky's all the way up the field, and he's going to get his way onto that looping ball forward. Tchaikovsky on the cross. It's going to bounce his way through towards Lysenko, who has time to settle that one as he'll kick it up the field as far as Brathwaite, but he can't control it as Blue Devils continue the attack on the left side. And there's the cross in, but there is Laurent who will clear the side for another corner kick for the Blue Devils. they've had their chances here on these corner kicks, has created themselves some opportunities to try to see if they can get towards the newly introduced keeper in Theophanis, who might be a little bit cold. Always the first shot is always difficult when you're coming in fresh into a game. And they do get that one through, but goes right through the legs. Eskett with the shot, but he couldn't get that onto goal. As it was Ibrahim has that ball, falls right towards him on the far post. Try to kick that one clear. Went right through the leg, straight towards Eskett. Tried to do a quick turn and shoot, thinking he doesn't have much time, and just couldn't get that shot towards that near post. As we round out here this League One Ontario season, of course, we still have some games remaining here with the Cup final and your promotion relegation games. I'd like to thank everyone who's tuned in over the course of the entire season for all the amazing matchups throughout the season. It's been exciting first year, I think, when we have shifted over towards this promotion relegation. It's really put in some high classified games in all levels. Doesn't matter where they are on the table. And seeing which teams are coming up here through League Two, which teams are coming up through the Championship, seeing some new clubs coming in, obviously some new sides in like Sudbury, really exciting, the Borough. As Walks tries to hustle to keep that one in play, can't keep it as it goes out for a goal kick as they'll play it in quickly. Jones to Duarte. Sees the run coming through, and Begley will get that one off the arm. He was trying to say hit off the shoulder, but the assistant referee right away had that flag raised for the handball. And it's a free kick opportunity here for the Blue Devils. And with Santos with the left foot kick, could be very dangerous here. Try to see if like, will Santos be going for the goal here, or will he try to curl this one in towards the dangerous area? Now it looks like just the two players in the wall. Must be thinking he's going for the cross here, is Vaughan. As this ball gets played in towards that far post, as they try to put it into another area, but it gets deflected aside by Brathwaite for a corner kick. And close towards the 83rd minute, it is Vaughan Nazari with 4, Blue Devils FC 0. But again, the scoreline I don't think really deflects how this game has gone. It's been a fairly even game, but it's just what happens when you get that ball towards the final third. Rashawn Walks has made it count every single time with all 4 goals. Some potent finishing. And that's what separates the two teams, as the referee will blow the play dead as there's a little bit of pushing and shoving and going around the goalkeeper, Theophanis. As players are trying to get in the face of the keeper, as this one's going to get a low drive. Probably wanted a little bit more height onto that one, did Santos. And it's the hustle getting to it first was Vaughan. And they're going to go quickly the other way. I think that's Lysenko on the far side, as Lysenko gets a little bit of a push on towards the back of the Blue Devils player. It'll be a free kick. As they're going to play this one in short and restart play. Tabar. Play that one long through the middle. Easy stop there for Begley as he'll place outside for his Brathwaite. Sees Walks coming in through, and that's just the threat of Walks. He's going to continue to push his way through. His Walks still dancing with it, and that ball will find its way through for Schwartzstein, who puts it to the bottom corner. It wasn't Walks this time with the goal, but he did everything needed to set up that goal, dancing with the ball, and that ball squeaks its way through straight towards the waiting foot of Sean Schwartzstein, the substitute, and he's able to place that one towards the bottom corner to extend Vaughan's lead. And gets the Vaughan coaching staff yelling at Rashawn there, telling him, yeah, I know he wants to do everything, but
with
Well, but they're telling him he's got to look to play that pass off. So it was a bit fortunate that ball ricocheted off when he was trying to do the pullback and fell towards Schwarzstein. But they're hoping for future times to play that pass off towards the open player. Baker and Breathwaite. Try to play back towards Baker, and Baker's going to slide in there. And that's likely going to be a yellow card. Yes, it will be. Nathan Baker now being the first Vaughan player to enter the book. As that pass was playing behind him, he tried to get back in towards position and did a little bit of a dangerous backward slide tackle to win the ball and connected with the Blue Devils player. Arte just holding off Baker right now. He's going to find his way towards Walks, and he gets it towards a mark catch and very closely was almost intercepted by Walks. As now they come the other way as Tchaikovsky tries to backheel it towards Jones, but Kagramanyan is able to win it back for the Azuri. He's able to find Walks. Walks inside. Great pass once again. And he plays it towards Chimini, and Chimini took a little bit too long to set up to take that shot, and that allowed enough time there for Perriel to shift over and block that one. And there's Hamad.
Azuri yellow card in the 87th minute of play to number 22.
Tchaikovsky looking at switching it towards the far side for Zanel. And Zanel will be able to set up, but couldn't hold his footing. And that's enough for Breathitt to hit up the field for Baker and Walks. Puts his hands up saying, good, smart play. He was just trying to get himself back onside. So he wasn't able to make a run on, probably catching his breath as well. Tchaikovsky down the line for Jones. Jones will hit it off the oncoming player. And if you're the Blue Devils right now, you're just trying to hustle. See if you can get one goal here. Try to break the clean sheet. Try to find some momentum. As here comes a shot there, but blocked as sliding down the turf was Lysenko. As Theofaris does well, avoids a corner kick, will hustle his way out of the goal as he'll be able to kick this one up the field and far enough away that they're not able to get a quick chance on towards the open goal. It's going to be a foot race here. Tabaro will get beaten to the ball by Walks. And battling once again, Tabaro will get the foot in for the first opportunity. Walks will try to see if he can do so again. Doesn't have any support, though. So he's kind of by himself in the corner and does the smart thing. All right, let's hold it into the corner for as long as we can. As Walks tries to get back on his feet, and as soon as he does, he gets tripped up by Tabaro. And it's going to be a free kick just on the near corner. He had the hand on the ground, was Walks trying to get onto his feet and continue his run. Great hustle coming in from the Vaughan striker. And it's going to take himself a few seconds as we get set up for this free kick. As we get towards the final minutes of this League One game of the week. As I don't imagine there's going to be much time from the fourth official. It's been fairly clean, not too many stoppages. But we'll see here shortly as he gets set by Kagramanyan. Play it back to the point towards Schwarzstein. Schwarzstein will hit it, and it's a good save from Markach. As there goes the final whistle. as the referee is saying that the clock on the wall isn't correct. So there is the full-time whistle as we finish off this men's premier game of the week and season with Vaughan picking up a 5-0 victory over Blue Devils FC. Rashawn Walks picking up the 4 goals and Schwarzheim picking up the 5th. This has been Martin Holmes here on the play-by-play commentary. I'd like to thank everyone who's tuned in for all the games throughout this season. And until next time, folks, I will see you guys later.